The number of COVID-19 positive cases in the state has risen to 651. 37 new positive cases have been reported in the state. The total number of deaths in the state now stands at 27, while the number of people who have been discharged stands at 321. One new COVID-19 positive case was reported from the city. The individual has been identified as a 40-year-old police constable who is posted at Hongasandra. The total tally in the city now stands at 150 positive cases. 6 deaths have been reported, while 75 individuals have been discharged. The ban on sale of liquor due to lockdown clamped to mitigate the virus spread has increased the demand for alcohol. Liquor shops are opening after over 40 days. People have started queuing up outside the wine shops even before the shops were open. People wore face masks and maintained social distancing. The state government has instructed wine shop owners to sell alcohol at old prices. Wine shops have opened across the city except in containment and hotspot areas. Regular drinkers are elated, and in some stores, shop owners have fixed that one person can only buy 2 liters of liquor.
ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೂ ನಮ್ಮಂಥ ಬಡವರುಗಳು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು 40-50 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಏನು ಇವತ್ತು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಂದರೆ ರಿಲೀಫ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆ 30 ವರ್ಷ ಕುಡಿತೀವಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂಡ, ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
The Excise Minister H. Nagesh said there is adequate stock of liquor in the state for the next 10 days. He also said that looking at the number of people thronging the liquor stores, the state will easily recover 50% of the losses within the next few months.
ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡು ಕ್ಯೂ ಜನಸಂದಣಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಲಾಸ್ನ ರಿಕವರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 10 ದಿವಸ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
The Excise Department managed to net a whopping 45 crore rupees in just a single day of liquor sales. According to the press release by the department, the liquor stores across the state sold a massive 3.9 lakh litres of beer and close to 8.5 lakh litres of Indian-made liquor. The state government has decided to hike excise duty on liquor by 6% effective from tomorrow. The hike in price won't be applicable to the stock which was brought before April 1st. Liquor is one of the biggest revenue sources for the state, and the hike is likely to impact the overall growth of the sector.
1-4 ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ 1-4 ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಯರು ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ರೇಟು ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಅನ್ವಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Alcohol lovers are happy with the government's decision to open liquor stores in the city. They praised Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and thanked him for letting the wine stores to be open.
ಇವತ್ತು ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಭಾರಿ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯಿತು. ದಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ದಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗಿತೀನಿ, ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರಾಮದಾಗಿ ಕುಡಿತೀರಿ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನೇ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್.
ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 100 ವರ್ಷ ಕಾಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಾಳಲಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
After liquor sales was allowed in the state, people across the state are overjoyed. In Rajkumar Road, a differently abled person was spotted waiting in the queue to buy alcohol. In yet another incident, an old lady was overjoyed for being able to buy alcohol from a liquor store in Sheshadripuram.
ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಹೊಡೆದು?
1 ಮಾಸ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು.
1 ಮಂತ?
1 ಮಾಸ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು.
1 ಮಾಸ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ?
ಒಂದು ಬನ್ನು ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿ ಕುಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಟಿಫಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು? ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಕ್ಯೂ ನಿಂತಿರ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು?
ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ?
Void of the availability of the liquor, a happy tippler was seen crooning popular tunes from the Kannada movies in Malleshwaram. The tippler, who was completely drunk, even mouthed a few dialogues from the popular Kannada movies. In MG Road, officials were seen screening all of those who had arrived to buy alcohol. Officials also gave them hand sanitizers to clean their hands before heading to the store. A wine store owner in Kurubarahalli had drawn social distancing boxes in front of his shop to make sure that people maintain proper social distancing while standing in the queue, and shockingly, a few men reserved their place in the queue by placing their sandals in the boxes. Over 30 people reserved their place by leaving slippers in the box. In Mariapanapalia, the excise department officials closed a liquor shop for not taking any precautionary measure before opening the store. The shop owner had not put any barricade to control the mob, and for not following the guidelines issued by the excise department officials, shut the shop. People who were standing in the queue were disappointed. Police officers across the city were seen struggling to maintain the crowd outside the liquor shops. People either broke the queue or failed to maintain social distancing, or were even seen waiting without wearing a mask. Thousands of people gathered in front of a wine store in Anekal. Tipplers standing in queue failed to maintain social distancing, and some even tried breaking the queue. In an effort to control the mob, police officers had to resort to mild lathi charge. In Malleshwaram, police lathi charged those who had thronged liquor shops without wearing a face mask. In a hurry to buy alcohol, people failed to maintain social distancing. Old men and women were seen standing in the queue. Pro-Kannada activist Vatal Nagraj staged a protest outside Vidhana Soudha over the sale of liquor. Holding an empty bottle outside the Vidhana Soudha, Vatal Nagraj raised slogans against the sale of the liquor permitted by the state government. In some shocking news, a youth tried to attempt suicide after being denied money to purchase liquor. The incident took place in Pattegara. The youth has been identified as 22-year-old Harish, who set himself alight after his parents refused to give him money to purchase alcohol. However, upon hearing Harish's screams, the neighbors rushed to the spot and doused the flames. Harish has now been admitted to a private hospital. As the lockdown relaxations came into place today, allowing 50 people to gather at wedding ceremonies, Nelamangala Taluk Panchayat member Bette Gowda held a grand wedding ceremony for his niece with over 500 people attending the marriage, violating the guidelines. The wedding hall where the marriage was conducted was also right next to the Deputy SP office. The state government extended the deadline for migrant workers to reach their hometowns till Thursday. Earlier, the government had given the deadline till Tuesday. Now they have extended for 2 more days. Migrant workers living in the city can reach their native for free now. The Transport Department deployed over 550 KSRTC buses to ferry migrant workers from the city. Apart from this, a total of 400 odd buses have been deployed across the state to ferry migrant workers from their respective district to their hometowns. Large numbers of people thronged the Kempegowda bus station to reach their native places. Transport Department has deployed several KSRTC buses to ferry the stranded migrant labourers. These buses are plying from Bengaluru to all districts except red zones. Officials have ensured that passengers enter the platform only after their medical checkup. A large number of migrant workers arrived at Hebbal police station and requested the police officers to make arrangements to reach their hometown. People were seen standing without maintaining any social distancing. Police officers instructed that only those workers who have house arrangements would be permitted to go to their natives. Former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has written a letter to Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa requesting him to pay heed to the problems of the labourers. It is reported that Siddaramaiah wrote a letter after discussing with the issues with the labourers. The government has relaxed the lockdown restrictions on the movement of vehicles. In light of the relaxation, the NHAI has decided to collect toll fees. Accordingly, toll fees was collected from all those vehicles which crossed NH4 and NH75. In Jarahalli, a pregnant woman was seen struggling to reach Majestic. She said that all of the auto drivers are demanding exorbitant rates and she was unable to board the bus when the bus arrived as people overcrowded and she couldn't get inside the bus. A News 9 correspondent spoke with an auto driver and ensured that he doesn't fleece her. BBMP started a new initiative of home delivery of free medicines across all of the 198 wards of the city. The scheme can be availed by the poor and also includes daily wage workers, auto and cab drivers. The initiative, started by the BBMP Officers and Employees Union, was launched by Mayor Gautam Kumar Jain and BBMP Commissioner B.H. Anil Kumar. Accordingly, the poor, including the daily wage workers, labourers, auto and cab drivers residing in the 198 wards can now send a WhatsApp message of their doctor's prescription to 9980138530. The BBMP officials will then deliver the free medicines to their doorstep. With the lockdown restrictions on movement being relaxed, the number of vehicles plying on the roads has increased, resulting in traffic bottlenecks in several parts of the city. At Corporation Circle, there was increase in the vehicular movement as several motorists hit the streets and cops were finding it difficult to check all of the vehicles. Revenue Minister R. Ashoka said that the state government was planning to divide the city into 7 zones to provide individual relaxations to these zones. Accordingly, each zone will comprise of 4 assembly constituencies. Each zone will be categorized based on the number of positive cases. Ashoka said that the state government will be writing to the Union Home Ministry in this regard.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು 7-8 ಭಾಗಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು 4 ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂನ್ಸಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ಝೋನನ್ನು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಎದುರಿಸೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಉಳಿದಂಥ ಜನ ಅವರ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ.
Revenue Minister R. Ashoka has slammed the Congress for giving a check which has Dinesh Gundu Rao's signature. He further added that Congress party should first change its account name and said the BJP would have appreciated if the party had given a check of 100 crore rupees.
ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಮಾನನ ಅವರೇ ಹರಾಜು ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದವರೇ ಮೊದಲು ನಮಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಾದ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟು ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಚೆಕ್ಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗೋಯ್ತು. ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ?
KPCC President D.K. Shivkumar lashed out at Ashoka for taunting him. Shivkumar questioned Ashoka's authority in asking him to refrain from visiting Majestic and meeting the migrant workers. He also said that Ashoka must read up on the constitution before asking him to refrain from meeting the migrant workers.
ನನ್ನ ಬರಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಪ ಯಾರ ಅಶೋಕ್ದು ಅರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಶೋಕ್ದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ಗೂ ಈ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ನಾಡಿನ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರಿಗೂ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜನ ಉಂಟು, ನಾವುಂಟು, ಭಕ್ತ ಉಂಟು, ಭಗವಂತ ಉಂಟು.
In an interesting development, Congress leaders led by KPCC President D.K. Shivkumar met the Transport Minister Lakshman Savdi to hand over a check of 1 crore rupees to him to ferry the migrant workers. The leaders met at Savdi's office in Vidhana Sauda. However, Savdi reportedly refused to accept the check. This is what both leaders had to say.
ನಾನು ಪಾಪ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಣ್ ಸೌದಿಯವರು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು CM ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಪಾಪ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ನಾನು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಮುಖಂಡರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಸಂಪತ್ಭರಿತ ಪಕ್ಷ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇತಿಹಾಸನೂ ಇದೆ ಆ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ. 1 ಕೋಟಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿದೋಗೋದಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ 150 ಕೋಟಿ CM ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಒಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ.
Primary and Secondary Education Minister Suresh Kumar has reportedly directed the department officials to commence preparations for the SSLC examinations. According to sources, Suresh Kumar has directed the officials to conduct the exam in safe zones and ensure that fewer students are seated in an examination hall.